A lot of people concerned. What's going on with Ripple? They have this new liquidity hub, and the one token they don't have listed is XRP. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins, all sorts of assets. And you would think the safe one to list would be XRP because of that court decision that clearly it's not a security offering. It's free to trade on the secondary market. See a lot of people worried about this. David can't answer those questions. Ripple's not answering those questions. So I thought I would give you my input on this. Now, before we get into it, understand this. Most of this video is bullish stuff. Now's a really fun time in crypto. Prices are going up. But I thought we would go over this to open the video because, again, it seems to worry a lot of people. So I don't know for sure. Obviously, Ripple's not telling me. But the way I look at this, if we look at the court decision, what is the one thing that Ripple got dinged for? Well, it was those direct transactions with institutions, with people using their service on-demand liquidity. People were buying XRP to send a payment. Like, how could that be a security offering? They're not an investor, but it got lumped in there. So I think they are just trying to stay away from anyone buying XRP on their platform because, someone might circle around and sue them down the road. And it's fairly analogous to their on-demand liquidity in the terms of it's their platform. People are buying XRP there. There's just some risk that you can avoid. They're just trying to build out a new business, diversify their cash flows. And it makes sense until we get more clarity to just hold back and not allow XRP to trade on Ripple's liquidity hub. It can trade on any other platform, any other exchange. But I think there is some risk by the way that Judge Torres ruled if they allow it to trade on their platform, being that directness and connection to Ripple. So I think they're just being safe. This will get cleared up. Over time, XRP will be added on there, but you got to be careful with the type of money we're talking about. You start trading a ton of XRP on there, you could, rack up a really big bill. They're just being careful, in my best opinion here. We look at Bitcoin. Breaking the 40,000 mark, up 145% year to date. Just amazing to see that. And my buddy Scam Detective saying the following, responding to Zach Rector, who said, you know what? Gold is going to hit all-time high. Bitcoin, 40,000, and then XRP's $1. Well, Scam Detective said, well, two of those things actually happen. And this is the deal. This is par for the course. We know how this game works. Not everything fires at the same time. Earlier in the year, XRP was up more on the year than Bitcoin. There's a flow and a cycle to all of this. But if you have premium assets, they're going to have their day. They're going to have their time. And that's all you got to worry about it. And this is what's great about crypto assets. The asset we're making fun of here in this instance, well, it's up 86% year to date. Yeah, it's not as good as Bitcoin's 145%, but it's nothing to really turn your nose up at. It's performing well year to date. And if this market stays bullish and Bitcoin keeps going up, well, I think XRP will do very, very well. And we see my buddy here, Kashta, saying the following. Last time Bitcoin broke 40,000, XRP was only 51 cents. So we're a little ahead of that. And to note, it took 3 months to get over $1 from there. So this is not abnormal. Now, that was a different time and place. Of course, we still had that ongoing litigation from the SEC. We were yet to get a ruling. I'd be very surprised if crypto keeps going up, if it took 3 months for us to get some good action out of XRP. I think it'll happen, but we'll have to see again. Does this bullish and growth phase continue? Kevin Cage making a similar point, but with HBAR. Saying, last time Bitcoin broke into new all-time highs, HBAR had been kind of trading sideways and stuff. And then 3 weeks after Bitcoin broke the all-time high, well, HBAR made a move of 1,200% right after that time. Always remember this, just because Bitcoin's approaching all-time highs doesn't mean the fun and games are over. Sometimes some of the biggest moves are after that. So you just have to be patient here. If you believe in your asset, you think it has value, it's going to have its time. That's all you got to know. Adam Beck, and if you know him, this is a long time, Bitcoin leader, one of the earliest developers, just a really smart dude. And he says digital gold, Bitcoin, will surely flip physical gold sooner or later, and probably this cycle. Wow, within a year or two. Currently, I'd take 700,000 Bitcoin, but it may be partially a substitute. Again, some people are selling gold to buy Bitcoin, so those market caps cross somewhere at a lower point. I have no doubt that Bitcoin is going to flip gold at some point. I don't know about this cycle, though. Interesting when we look at, the value of assets. Bitcoin just flipping Berkshire Hathaway and just getting started. has a higher market cap. It's behind Meta, Nvidia, and Silver. It's going to keep ripping up this asset list. You best believe that. Now, with all this stuff to get excited about, we're seeing the future in front of our eyes. A lot of people just don't see it. And we see this column here. The crypto scam is on life support. Why are some lawmakers trying to give it CPR? And, a lot of the scams, a lot of the problems within cryptocurrencies are just because lawmakers won't do their job and make the laws. Because, your Coinbases, your Ripples, your Krakens, all of these players within crypto here in the U.S., they're multi-billion-dollar businesses. They don't want to break the law. I guarantee you, if you have clear laws, those people are going to follow them. This is kind of a myopic view on things. Just because there are some bad actors or maybe some international actors like CZ that don't necessarily have to follow our laws, but we still strong-arm them into doing so, it doesn't mean everyone's a criminal. Of course, when you have a wild, wild west, you're going to have Mashinskis and Do Kwons. That's getting taken care of, and we see that happening in real time. And, your big-time players, your BlackRocks, your Fidelities, they know what's going on here. This is going prime time. This is going legitimate. Just hang in there. I don't know if we're going to get any more, obstacles in front of us or if it's straight to the moon from here. It's not really relevant. We know where this space goes eventually, and, man, it sure seems like we're going there now. I'm excited. Always enjoy green days, and we've been through this time and time again. There could be some things ahead of us that we run into, but if we do, we'll deal with them in short order, and this bull run will continue. Let me know what you think down below, and as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.